Yo, what's up? I had to come back on here. I'm so fucking mad. I am so pissed right now. I am so pissed. I cannot fucking believe this. This has got to be a joke. As a matter of fact, it is, and it's a sick fucking joke. I'm sure everybody knows Candace just pulled a whole fucking stunt. Candace Wells, Candace Bly pulled a whole stunt and messaged Dolly, Ernie, and BK talking about she's going to unalive herself. Had me sick to my fucking stomach, freaking out. So I blow up her mother's phone, freaking out, wanting to make sure she's okay. This shit is fucking sick, and I'm pissed. Like, how I don't even understand how you can play games, and I want to support her so bad. But this kind of bullshit right here is what keeps me from being able to support her. I cannot fucking support this. But all in all, this makes this is what makes her makes her mom so upset, because it reflects, this kind of bullshit reflects on her. So you mean to tell me that human remains were found and people are feeling very upset and feeling sorry and wanting to make sure you're okay, and very upset about this, and here you are playing games with your fucking life? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? It don't make no sense. Yeah, I'm done. I cannot support that. I will not support that. I was done before anyways, but I'm not gonna, nope, nope. And yes, I am gonna confirm I did speak to her mother, and her mother said this is a hoax. This is bullshit. This is not true. So no, this is bullshit. And Candace, if you're listening, I don't know what you're doing. Hopefully hopefully you get it together, because this is crazy as hell right now. I cannot believe you just did this. Jen, she plays way too fucking much. And there's people out here who just, one of my friends, NorCal girl, she just had somebody, one of her really good friends, pass away. And then you got somebody out here doing this. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I don't understand the games. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. She's an adult, Catherine. She can't do it. Her mom can't do anything like that. She's an adult, and neither one of them are on the hill. I mean, Candace is doing her own thing, and her mom's doing her own thing. Neither, they're not together, and they're not on the hill. But she spoke with her daughter. Of course, she's going to call her daughter and check on her. Yes, she called her daughter to check on her. Hell yeah, she did. And yeah, good egg. She's been playing games this whole fucking time. But this right here takes the goddamn cake. This is it. This takes the cake. In 2 weeks, it'll be 1 year since her baby's been missing. It's June, what, June 1st or whatever? In 2 weeks, the 15th. You got people out here blowing up Hawkins County. You got people out here blowing up the police department, blowing up your family, your friends, all the people you hang out with, anybody that you know. It's a bunch of bullshit. Why the fuck you're playing games like this? Your baby's been out here missing a whole damn year, and you're out here playing games like this. The fuck is wrong with you? I can't with her. I just cannot. I felt sick to my stomach because I had just went live and I said, I already know with the whole remains thing that people are bullying. And, you know, I know she was getting messages. I knew people were going to be talking shit. I knew there was going to be rumors going. I already knew all that. I came on here and said, be considerate of your words. Listen before you speak. And here goes Candace playing games, playing fucking games. I'm beside myself, man. I cannot. Well, good egg. She messaged Dolly and told him, and he showed the screenshot. Matter of fact, here I'll put that up real quick. She messaged him and said, "I'm gonna take my own life" or something something like that. But before that, she had messaged BK, sent him a message, prank calling him. Then she messaged Ernie Shell, talking shit to him. This all just happened. Yes, Dolly just went live and was talking about this. All just happened. I'm fucking pissed. Who plays games like that? You don't play with your life. You don't sit here and play around because you know there are people who do deal with depression, who do take their lives. This ain't something you fucking play around with. This is bullshit. And you know what? That is a good way to look at it. Maybe I need to settle my ass down. I'm just a little upset with her right now because I feel like there's too much games to be in play right now. Because the little thing she sent to Ernie Shell, the thing she sent to Ernie Shell was, yeah, Don Rainey, I can't help it, man. I can't. I just can't. This shit had me fucking weak in the knees, sick to my stomach. I thought, oh my God, she's probably being bullied. This has been about enough of it. You know, Jose just took his or whatever. Jose just passed or whatever happened, and I just didn't want her taking her life. You know what I mean? I said this is enough. You know, so I came on here. I said, please be considerate of your words. You know, think before you speak. Facts, not fiction. Here, like, let's figure this out. You know, like, you know. Not, I'm beside myself. I can't even get my fucking words out right. I can't even get my fucking words out right. I'm so irritated with the fact that this is even being discussed right now. You got 2,000 people in Dolly's fucking chat worried sick. How many of those people do you think called Hawkins County? Trying to say, hey, this woman is being her, you know, she's trying to hurt herself. Please go check on her. Please make sure she's okay. People are blowing up her mom's phone, blowing up her friend's phone. Shit, I know I was. I'm like, damn, can you go check on her, make sure she's okay, make sure she's all right. This is upsetting. I hope she's okay. You know, people have probably been saying some hateful shit to her. You know, they've been probably talking shit. Who knows? You know, people on the internet get shitty, they get mean. But for you to fucking play games like this is too fucking much. I know you've been busy, Dawn, too. I know you've been busy, girl. You got a whole life, a job. Yeah, I know you've been busy. It's all good. Yeah, I know. And another thing too that really upset me, if she messaged you that she was going to kill, that she was going to unalive herself and do this, why are you coming live and saying, guys, what do I do? Well, first of all, before you went live, you should have probably called the police department and reported it and had them go check on her first. That's probably the first thing you should have done. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just a little upset. And you know, like you said, earns upcoming GoFundMe. I know that here, let me go back to your message. I don't want to make excuses for her, but I think maybe this was her way to get people to stop with the harassment today. Given the creators she did reach out to, they are the bigger ones. Yeah, exactly. So maybe, you know, maybe that is the reason why. I don't know her reason. I don't really know her reason. I just know I'm upset by it. That when I called and found out that it was some bullshit, it really was upsetting to me. This shit right here reflects back on everybody else too. Yeah, it took 10 minutes for Dolly to even make a call. Are you fucking kidding me? So let's just say this was for real and she really was getting harassed and being harassed and people were being ugly and hateful and sending messages and, you know, where's Summer? Tell us where Summer's at. That you know, there's people like that. Trust and believe me when I say there's people like that. There's definitely people like that. So I'm thinking, okay, you know, maybe she's having a mental break. Maybe this has been too much on her. You know, as a mom with a missing child, they found the human remains today that probably just set off PTSD or triggered her in some way. Maybe that's what's going on. Like I had, who am I to judge? You know what I mean? So I'm thinking all these different things. And I'm like I'm like panicking, trying to make sure she's okay. And there's so many people who have taken their own lives and so many, this has happened so much, you know what I mean, that um I'm just so fucking mad. I'm just so pissed off. What are you doing? Oh Lord, I don't even know. Maybe I just need to shut my mouth because damn, I'm hot, y'all. I am hot. It's pretty damn sad when your own mom's saying it's a sick fucking game. It's a sick fucking game. And people are real fucking tired of it. No, it's not a smart idea, but she isn't the smartest person in the world. Let's see. We know she doesn't make the greatest choices. We also know her IQ isn't the normal adult. Right. So I'm thinking maybe this is like, maybe like, that's exactly what I thought at first. I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe this is her way of like reaching out. Maybe she's really dealing with some shit. I was like sick. I was fucking worried sick, you guys. I'm not even bullshitting because I thought with human remains and all the bullying and all the bullshit and all the comments and everything, you know, people have been looking for. She ain't really said much. She ain't been on here. You know, everybody's fighting with each other. She hasn't exposed herself. She ain't been on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe what if this is true? What the fuck we gonna do if this is true? You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of people who have passed away and people in this case who have passed away. So yeah, I was legit fucking nervous. Hell yeah. I blew some phones up. Hell yeah, I did. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Am I being too pissed off or what? Here, I'm gonna go pin this link. Anybody's welcome to come up here. I'm so irritated right now. I'm so fucking irritated right now with this. Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard it was an adult male, and I've heard that a few times. But still, I thought, okay, maybe it was triggering to her. I mean, I haven't heard it on the news. They haven't came out with anything like on the news. And you would think that if it was a child, they would say a child's remains. I don't think they would just say just an adult. You know what I mean? Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. It could be because of the integrity of the case. Maybe they're not going to say. I don't know. I really have no idea. But this kind of shit right here is ridiculous as hell. And you can't keep doing this shit to your fucking family, to your kids. And that's another thing too. You want to sit here and text these creators like they're not going to put this shit online. They're like they're not going to make content out of it. So when your boys get old enough and they get on here and they start watching all this fucking shit and all these videos and stuff, they're going to see the games that you play. What's the point in that? I guess I don't understand. It's like I said, I was trying to be, make people aware of their words. Be careful what you say. You could affect somebody. You know what I'm saying? I tried to. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Lippy, I really don't even know. Honestly, I have no idea. I had this shit set up and then I just cut the whole YouTube off. So I don't know. It cut off with it and then it came back up. So I don't know. I just ask that you don't use it while we're on here talking about this. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen his $100 here, $100 there, $150 here, $150 there. Yeah, they pull in some good money, don't they? They pull in some good fucking money. I mean, shit. All he had to do was go live and say, "Yep, Candace texted me and said she wanted to unalive herself." You got 2,000 people in the chat donating $100 here, 150 here, 150 there. $150 for what? To watch you make a phone call you should have been made before you got online if it was that serious and you really thought it was that serious. I don't know. I'm fucking pissed. Maybe I'm like I said. Maybe I have no right to be upset like this. Maybe I'm just overreacting. There's the link. You want to hit it? Come on up. See, and normally I don't. Good egg. Normally I don't. But she continues to play games. See, if this was like a one-time thing, and I thought, oh, no, the shit keeps happening. I mean, these games keep fucking happening. I mean, I have family that have taken their lives. The shit's not a fucking game to me. She could have said anything other than that. Anything other than that. So you've been gone this whole time, and the first thing you do is come back and say, "Oh, I'm gonna text Dolly and tell him I'm gonna unalive myself today." What the hell? And on his messages that here, matter of fact, let me put the screenshot up. Yeah, he's another creator. He actually just went to Tennessee. I think he just was down there doing his own investigation or something like that. I don't know what. Can't forget Dolly with y'all better. Oh yeah, he said what? Yeah, here you can't forget Dolly with his y'all better like this video or I'm gonna rage quit. When we get to 1,000, I'll read you the messages. Are you kidding me right fucking now? See, that's the shit. I ain't got no. I can't respect it. I ain't got no respect for it. Yeah, no drama, mama. Didn't you think that was funny too? She contacted only male creators: Ernie Shell, Dolly Vision, BK. Didn't contact no females and say this shit because females would be like, damn, we got to do something. We need to call right now. People wouldn't have jumped online and been like, hey, fuck this. Let's no. We call. We get worried. We get scared. You know what I mean? Because you know she is dealing with shit. She's been dealing with stuff. This is, I mean, like I said, a missing child is no club I would ever want to be a part of, ever. Oh, she contacted Doug too. See, I didn't know that. I knew we went live, but I didn't know she contacted him too. So she contacted. Wait a minute. Here, let me see this. Doug, Dolly, Ernie, and BK. Are you kidding me? Duh. Okay, Dolly contacted MG. Now, why is he gonna call her? She calls Candace a dumb bitch. So why would he call her? That don't even make no fucking sense. See, I'm just getting more and more pissed off. Here, let me answer just for you. So Grandma said Candace is pulling a prank again. Actually, she didn't necessarily say it was a prank. She said if it's a prank, it's a sick fucking joke. And she said when I talked to her earlier, she was fine. So that answers your question. I don't know. The shit's fucking ridiculous to me. But I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. But supposedly, if you go listen to BK's live, and I think it's on his Blood Money channel, I could be wrong. He says something about Jody Sue said that they called the police so they could find out where Candace was or some fucking I don't know. I really don't even know all the whole story. I didn't even get it all. I just got I was just sent a clip of it. But yeah, so I don't even know what all that was about. But that's right. And she's lost. This she's lost in this bullshit. That's the saddest part of it all right there. Summer is still out there somewhere alone. Yeah, I feel bad for the Hawkins County Police Department. They're getting blown up right now. They're getting blown up. Dolly called MGL. She told him she had been contacted too and already called Hawkins County and gave him the number to call. Well, at least she was smart about it, you know? Yeah, Allie Joe. Yeah, Dolly did. And he showed his phone and said that he had gotten a message from Candace that said basically she wanted to unalive herself and that he knows, I mean, that he had texted her before. Here's the screenshot of it right here. Let me take this down so you guys can see it. Okay, here's the screenshot right here where it says um you call what you okay, I can't even read this. You call what can I do for you, Candace? Ending my life is what she says. And he said, please don't do that. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think all three of them or all four of them went live. Something like that. It was like bing, 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 bing. And I stopped as soon as I seen it and then seen this message. I was like, what the hell? And I had a whole panic. I said, oh no, oh hell to the no. I hope she's okay. I really thought something was going on. I'm so serious. And I thought, shit, she ain't playing about this. What if people are really messaging her, probably harassing the shit out of her, because of these human remains found and da 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 da. You know how things can go and spiral like that. Well, as far as right now, they all went live saying that she had messaged all of them. BK was on his what the hell? I can't even think straight right now. His drone when she called or messaged him. I think he called her back on the live or something like that. I'm not sure. Um, she text messaged Dolly, and then I guess she messaged Ernie something about you can go down the hill to fuck you lane and cross. I don't even know. It was some poem bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. From my understanding, he went live too, Tiffany. I don't know. He went live too, supposedly. And somebody then went on to say that somebody went on to fucking say that Jody Sue and Grandma Candy were friends. That's a fucking lie. No, they're not. But this whole fucking thing, like I said, I would hope That's right. It don't. Something don't smell right. Something ain't right. Because I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, Doug was not contacted. That's right. See, Savage Live, there's something going on because that shit came up out the blue. And I'll tell you right now, I was pissed. And when I talked to Grandma, she said that she was fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she said she was fine. But it was like, as soon as that message came out, okay, so BK got the message, Ernie got the message, Dolly got the message, and then Doug didn't. He just went off what these people were saying. Yeah, it's a good egg. It's a mess. It's a fucking mess. But she said, hold on, Savage called it AdSense. So what, you think this is a game by them, or you think Candace had nothing to do with it? Hold on, because I don't really know shit about like the AdSense and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? My stuff just got hooked up a little bit ago again. Hold on. Only certain ones got hit up, and it smells like little food stamp. Bitch, tell me why I cracked the fuck up when I seen you call them little food stamp in the EBT crew. Bitch, I died. But anyways, yeah. So what do you guys think? You think this is real or not? Because like I said, she said it was fine. Or Grandma Candy said she was fine when she talked to her. So this shit has me pissed the fuck off. I really hope this is not some sick ass fucking game. That's what I hope. AdSense for May cuts off today. Oh, well, damn, wasn't that nice? See, I don't know. I don't know if he called her for sure. I don't know. They just said it. He just said it on his live. From my understanding, I don't know. I haven't talked to him, so I have no idea. But yes, Candace said she was fine. She said she was fine when I talked to her, because I blew her fucking phone up. I said, I know we don't really talk all the time. I ain't really talked to you in a little bit, so I need to know though, is Candace okay? Because this shit is crazy right now. All these people are going live saying she's trying to hurt herself. She said no, she was fine. Last time I talked to her, she was just fine. This you?
Yeah, it's me. Can you
Just
hear
wanted to
me?
make sure real quick. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just up here pissed off. I'm up here going off.
Okay.
Yeah, see, something's got to be going on. You hear? You up here? I think maybe you muted. I don't know, but like I said, it wasn't, at first I'm like, man, I hope everything's okay. I hope she's okay. I'm like freaking
Yeah, of
out.
course.
I said, and I felt bad after the fact. I apologized to Grandma Candy like 10 times. I said, I'm sorry for even bothering you. I'm sorry for messaging you to even bring this to your doorstep. You know what I mean?
Well, she
I
would be
was
the best
worried.
person to call. That's our mother. You know what I mean? I'm sure she's probably more appreciative that you would call her, you know?
Yeah, I just felt like I felt really bad. And I was like, well, because first of all, I didn't want to call and say, your daughter's but I just felt like I called and I said, I don't know if you've heard, like
Yeah.
I blew her phone up finally. And I was like, I don't know if you heard what happened, but she's like, yeah, my phone's getting blown up right now. Like I'm sure a bunch of people were calling her at the same time,
Well, the thing is, too, right? She's not at the house that we know of. So I don't know, certain people know where she is. you're going to have all these different jurisdictions driving around looking for Candace. Like, that's a problem in itself. Dolly went live, and I'm thinking, like, why go live if this is what's going on? Like, I understand wanting to let people know, but the fact he hadn't called anybody yet, I was like, no fucking way. You've got to
Right.
be kidding me. And I was sitting in the chat, and I knew Hawkins County Sheriff's Office was already closed. So I said, call the TBI, because if anybody knows where Candace is, it's the TBI. That would be the best
Right.
number, in my opinion, to call, right? That way they
Well,
don't
yeah,
waste
they would
their
know exactly
resources.
what department to dispatch to get them there the
Exactly.
fastest, you know?
Yeah, to get them there the fastest. That's what I was thinking, because Dolly was sitting there for a good 10 minutes. I rolled back the ticker on the screen to see how long he'd been sitting there. And I kept writing 1-800-TBI fine is the best place to call. But he wasn't reading his chat anyhow. It doesn't matter. He's just, it does not, this is not the way that you handle a situation like this. It's just not.
Well, no, because even after I even commented in there and said, I talked to her. I talked to her mother. She is fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she just rolled right on by, just rolled right on through.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as long as she's okay. I mean, we'd like to keep Candace alive. Anybody
Yeah,
for that
that's what I
matter,
mean.
especially Summer's mother.
Well, and I thought today, the human remains and
Yeah.
all the stuff. And I thought, she hasn't been on here in so long, and hopefully people are leaving her alone, letting her have her space. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think that it came as a shock too, because nobody has heard anything from Candace on YouTube either. So she's been so quiet, and then boom, out of nowhere, like, she's texting multiple creators. So of course, everybody's going to take it seriously, because she hasn't reached out in a while. And whatever game, she does play games, and it's a problem. It's kind of like the Mary phone call that they did way back when,
right,
the pranking and stuff. So I didn't really feel that it was a prank, because there was like multiple people getting phone calls. And when I was watching the drone stream over on Benny's, she kept calling, and he was like ignoring her, blowing her off. So I'm like, nah, that doesn't fit, because he was like, I don't care. I'm
well,
not
see, and I
calling her
didn't even
back.
get a chance to watch it because I was live before that, and I was like, and it was only for like an hour. I was like, be mindful of your words, be careful what you say. There's not been any confirmation. Please
Yeah.
don't, you know what I mean, go right off into thinking this is her. You know what I mean? Like, I just
Right, right. Well, you know, that, oh, also, those remains that were found in Bristol have not been identified, and they haven't been identified as male or female either.
right,
Um, that is the body that they found in the beginning of the month. So there's a lot of misinformation floating around right now, anyhow. But this happens every time they find a body, every time,
right.
no
Yes,
matter where it is.
I thought, I was like, oh God, you know what I mean? The first thing, well,
Mhm.
JLR, he always jumps on it. And I'm like, God, the first thing she's going to do is see this. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I always just try to be mindful of, I don't have a missing child. I don't know what it feels like. You know what I mean? I don't know how I would
Mhm.
react. I don't know what I would do or say. I try not to be judgmental, but I know I
Yeah.
catch myself judging anyways because it's just normal human nature. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I'm like, man, I don't really have any place to be judging her, but the way she's acting is not
Well, it's easy to judge in a situation like this. But I
yeah,
mean, I don't think you're being too judgmental at all. And who was it? NorCal girl. I know about the body that was found this morning, but what I was saying is that body hasn't been identified as male or female. The body that was identified as a male is the one they found in the beginning of the month. But the one they found this morning wasn't. So I think that a lot of people thought too that that might be why Candace was tripping, but I don't know.
well, yeah, and see that's another thing is okay, so these remains were found and then all of a sudden she's not she hasn't been around for a long time, ain't really said nothing to nobody, hasn't been, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And the first thing, okay, so what's that gonna make people think? Remains are found and then boom, she
Yeah.
comes out with I'm gonna hurt myself or kill, you know what I mean, unalive myself.
Well, not only just that, but I was watching Duty Runs a little while ago, and David Rader is over there from EquiSearch, and it sounds like they're going back out. So that's new too.
So it really sounds suspect then. I mean,
It
this
really
really makes it
does. Like
sound
it really does.
suspect as hell.
Hmm. Yeah. But that's why I thought, oh my God, like she probably is, you know, because of all the different things that are going on in the last couple hours and from this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I feel bad. I was like, just be mindful of what you guys say, be careful of the words you say, and then come to find out this is gone. And then I'm like, what the hell?
Well, at
What
least you
the
went
hell?
straight to Candace here. That way, you know what I mean? Like, at least
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
not
a,
gonna fuck around and ask anybody else. You know what I mean? There's no, I'm
no,
not gonna
yeah.
do no, no, no.
Well, at
And I
least you
legit care
have
about her.
that.
Like I do. I legit care about her. I really do. And I feel like the bullshit. Like a lot of people judge her on what her daughter does. The shit that her daughter does, people judge her for that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Dana. It's, yeah, suicide. It's all over this community. It's everywhere. It's what a triggering place to be, huh?
Yeah, yeah. This is just in this place. I mean, it can be really bad.
Well, I just came up to sit with you because I knew you were like super pissed and I felt bad you were by yourself. So I was like, I'll
Oh
jump.
yeah, I was so pissed. I'm not even joking. When I messaged her and she was like, this is some sick games. This is bullshit. Like she knew I was pissed. This is why I cannot support her.
You did the right
Um,
thing, though. You know,
uh,
like, don't question that.
I mean, I really do. I've, I've bonded with her. I understand that, you know what I mean? Some things that just,
Like,
I don't
what
know.
is
I went,
actually going on with her? I wish that Candace would get some mental evaluation done. Like, I wish she would just, could they find a place for her to go where she could feel like she was at a spa? You know what I mean? Is there help for her in that way where she could actually get herself into some kind of treatment? Because I think Candace is very disturbed and troubled. And she, most of all, I think she finds it funny, but that's disturbing, you
well,
know?
yeah. And at first like I said, I was really fucking worried. I thought, what if she does? What if she's just had so much stress and so many, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you don't know what somebody else is dealing with. We haven't heard from her. We haven't really talked to her. You know what I mean? Like, what if this is serious? What if she really did think this? You know what I'm saying? And here, instead of, she reached out, and I'm thinking, maybe I didn't know she reached out to all these other
Hmm.
creators until afterwards. I just thought she reached out to Dolly because he's, pretty laid back. It's not the Ernie BK bullshit. Maybe
Yeah.
she reached out to him because she felt like, he would call and talk to her for a minute, or call and get help or whatever. He would be maybe the safest one to call, I guess. I don't know. And I'm thinking, but then he got jumped right on there and was like wasting time playing games. I'm like, what the
Yes.
fuck?
And in
Why
that, I
didn't you call
remember.
before?
Hmm.
Why? Oh, what number do I call? Somebody give me the number. Somebody give me the number. Like, you don't have a fucking Google right there to Google Hawkins County Police Department. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, hold on. I gotta make an a retraction. That's an old interview. I'm so sorry. Okay, scratch what I just said because I didn't know that was an old interview he was playing. Holy shit, it's from July 2021. I was like getting excited thinking they were going back out. Well, damn, thank you for telling me, D Nicey. So EchoSearch is not going back out. Alrighty.
Okay, okay. So at least see, and that's good to clear it up. You know what I mean? So that way,
Yeah. Well, thankfully. But yeah, in
okay. And I
that
guess
10
BK didn't
minutes.
had already called. So yeah, but I mean, how would he know? I guess if how would he know that they called Hawkins County or the police or whatever when he just went live with it? That's what I don't understand. I know that Molly and them called. She said because BK and Molly had already called, but he didn't know that unless he had already talked to him before going live. And then if
I
he went
only
live
know.
and talked to him before, then he put on a whole fucking show. And I would hope
Yeah,
that
the
was
only
the
thing
case.
you can go by is what we saw on YouTube. You have more information, I think, than anybody really in this case because you spoke to Candace Harrer. So if she says her daughter's fine, That's what I would say. Um,
Well, I
but
blew up
like,
her phone. Here, I blew up her phone. Please, please answer. I said, please answer, please answer. And she said, what? What's up? And I said, someone said Candace is trying to take her life. It is on YouTube. She said, I heard from her earlier. She seemed fine. Other than that, she was kind of pissed. that's it. That's all between them, or whatever, but not between them. But I
Do you
didn't even
know
ask
what
about
time
that.
it
I
was?
didn't go into that because that's not my business. So I didn't say, oh, what's she mad about? That's not my
Yeah,
place. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure she was alive. Like, okay, she was alive. She was okay. Everything was okay. I said, well, all of YouTube is freaking out, including myself. And so, and then of course I sent her a screenshot so that she could see what was being said, because I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to
Yeah.
just go, and she was like, what in the hell?
Mm-hmm. But in those 10 minutes that he was sitting there, I was thinking, well, damn, I hope she didn't kill herself already. And this literally 10 minutes is enough to be gone, So, and then you got to figure how long it would take for police to get there for them to locate her, because certain people don't know where she is. You're calling Hawkins County, they're closed. Like,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I don't know
no,
where she's at. I have no
this is
idea where
not,
she is.
it's not the way to fucking handle a situation like this on YouTube. So people really need to stop doing this.
Yeah, like this. I don't know. I
I
feel like
mean,
this definitely is
Candace
a real
needs to
bad
stop,
situation.
obviously, but these people need to stop doing it too. Like, obviously, Candace is the problem with this situation. I would like to know that all of those really came from her. I would like to see, probably really should get proof that those absolutely came from her. Like, when everybody got those texts, were they from her actual phone number?
Well, yeah, and
Or
that's another thing too is I didn't see any messages that said her name or her YouTube or her phone number or anything.
really?
You know what I mean? I just seen the ones where no, I just the only
Huh.
one I seen was the one that Dolly showed on his live, which is this one right here. This is all I seen on there. He
Yeah.
said it. He came on there and said it. Then
And
he
there's no phone number at the top.
no, he's got his hand cupping over the top of it.
And is that
So
Google Hangouts? That looks like
um
Google Hangouts to me, or like a cell phone app.
I don't know, because that's what my messaging app looks like.
Oh,
So,
do you
and
have
it
an
says text
Android?
message at the bottom of it. It says text message. So, like a text app has the ads and shit in it. If I go to text
Okay.
now and take a screenshot of it, it's got like ads in the middle of it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like in the middle of the texting shit.
Yeah. Because I have an Apple, I have an iPhone, so I haven't used an Android in forever.
But I will say, and when somebody asked Ollie, he said that he had a conversation with her. So I'm
Mhm.
assuming that, yeah, that is her.
Well, another thing he said was that he wasn't going to read the next text till he got 1,000 likes on his live stream. Like, what the fuck is that? What is
Yeah,
that?
that's what somebody in the chat was. That was a comment they made in the chat that they heard him say.
So gross. Yeah, you can't see her name at the top. Why would you cross out her name? Not cross
Well,
it out, but hide
well,
it.
it's like there's other messages, and he's just got his hand over like the front of the
Yeah.
phone showing it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But like I said, when somebody asked him on there, was it her? Do you know if it was her? He said, yeah, he talked to her on this line before. So that's what makes me think this is her actual number. And
Yeah,
then
but
BK, seeing the thing, I know everybody says that BK plays games, and I've seen his bullshit.
well, you could
Trust me.
hear it. It said
Um,
Candace Wells when it
Yes,
was
that's what I was
going.
just gonna say. He was flying his drone and it came across the phone line. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
doesn't it come across there and say her name?
It did when it was live, yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I just it's odd. It makes me feel like, yeah, this is her number. That no, they're not. Maybe I don't know. Like Savage said, it could be some bullshit games. It could be, but it sounds like but whose games? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right. The way that, just my opinion, and I cannot stand Benny, but just my opinion, he sounded like he didn't want anything to do with her when she called. Like, he was totally in whatever he was doing and wasn't bothered with her calling, and was like not in a rush to answer at all for her.
right. He kind of seemed just
So
put off by it. And
yeah,
Ernie Shell now, okay, so and then she messaged Ernie Shell too, and she said, you can walk down fuck you lane and take a left on you're an asshole, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was like some little poem thing that he read off or whatever. Like you can drive down.
yeah, and then something about meeting him in hell. I think someone told me
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I can meet you can, or I'm gonna meet you in hell tonight, or something. Some
Yeah,
off the wall messages. So it makes me think that, yeah, it really was her. But then I'm like, was she drunk? Has she been dealing with bullshit? Like, I didn't, like, who am I to judge? Who am I to say? And then when I talked to her and when I called Candy, I was like, dude, I'm like, dude, I don't even want to call her. I don't even want to call her. And I was like, I gotta call her. I gotta call her.
Well, I'm glad
I
you
can't.
did.
I was like going back and forth. My stomach was so sick. I had knots in my stomach. I felt
Mm,
so sick. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, even if it is a game, it's making me sick to my fucking stomach. Like it's
Well,
just,
yeah, because you're watching people in real time asking their chat, what do I do? Who do I call? What's the number? Someone give me the number for Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. Do you not have two fingers? Can you not Google the fucking phone number before you go live, sir?
yeah. And I'm like freaking out over here. I'm like having a whole fucking panic attack. Like, why didn't you call before you got on live? Why didn't you just fucking call? Well, it doesn't take but a
Well,
second to call. You got two fucking phones. You could have fucking called in and then went live. I mean, what?
yeah, I'm with you on that.
So I was like, well, shit, maybe it is a fucking game. Maybe that, then I'm like, no, she's really, no, this can't
You
be.
know,
You know what I mean?
even
She would
though
play like
like
this.
sometimes we'll both probably say, it could be a game, but you don't risk it, right? Like even though you think there might be a possibility that it's not true, when it comes to someone, taking their own life, you don't fuck around with it, you can't do that because you just don't know.
Well, no, you really don't. I mean, and then we've had people over here. I don't know about over there, but we've had people over here who
Oh
have like
yeah.
completely faked their own death.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like they have completely wrote obituaries and all
Yep,
kinds of crazy shit.
I've seen it all.
So, yeah,
But with
girl.
Candace, like just the fact that there were so many like moving parts to it, especially with like, I'm thinking, well, she's not even in Hawkins County, so don't call them. Uh,
Right.
you
That was
know,
my thing too. And he's like, "What's Hawkins County's number?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, what?" You know what I mean?
they're down like 12 cops over there. They've got like nobody on their force barely anymore, poor
Oh, geez.
guys. Yeah, I guess they're really struggling out there. So it takes them like a half hour to get there. And I'm thinking, wow, this is crazy. But then they didn't even know if that's where she was. Last I knew, it wasn't. So yeah, I mean, it was just a disaster. Really not.
I don't even really want to know where she's at. I don't care. I don't want to
No,
know. If I don't know,
no,
then I
but
don't know. But I want to make sure she's safe.
yeah, in
Whoever
an
she's with, wherever she's
emergency.
at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, right. I know what you mean.
I mean, those boys, regardless of what, regardless of the, how we thought she was a mother or how we thought she
Hmm.
mothered or how she lived or whatever, her kids do love her. You know what I mean? Those boys
Yeah,
do
she
love
has
her.
children that
And it
are
would be
alive
awful.
and
It
breathing
would be,
for her.
yeah, it would be awful for them to
God,
have this on a fucking YouTube
I
happening
know.
to their mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess people just don't consider that. They don't take the shit into consideration that, there's three little boys that are going to be growing up here real soon, especially one of them 4 or 5 years from now.
Yep, I say that all the time
And he'll
with the
be on here,
boys.
I'm sure.
I think there's a pretty good chance that 1 out of 3 is going to be a really strong advocate for Summer. I would imagine out of 3 of those boys, I think one of them will be very protective over their
Oh,
sister
yeah.
online. Yeah.
I mean, and who knows what kind of damage this could cause. I mean, you just don't. You really just don't.
Well, if it were to escalate and if something really did end up happening, I just wonder if people would be satisfied with the way that they handled things.
Yeah, exactly, Dallas County. That's what I'm saying. He should have called the police. He should have called the cops before he went live and then asked questions later. He could have fucked off the whole goddamn live. He could have just sat there and fucked off the whole time. I didn't care. But as long as you called first and said, hey,
Yeah.
this woman might possibly be in danger. Can you please go check on her? She's really going through some shit. Maybe she's not. Maybe it is a game. Maybe it isn't, just whatever. But go check on her. You know what I'm saying? And then went live and said it. That's my only qualm
Did
about
you
that shit.
see
Because
his response to
what if,
her?
okay, so let's play devil's advocate. What if
Hmm.
she messaged him and said that, and then she took her own life, and then he got on there, and she's sitting there, and she could have been saved, but he waited 10 minutes to get
That's what
on
I
and say
mean.
anything, or 20
Hmm.
minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time they get out there, that's another additional 20, 30 minutes. By the time they find out
Yes.
where she's at, who she's with, where she was at last, who she was with
Mhm.
last. Now you done wasted all this fucking time playing
I'm
games.
right there with you. I agree with everything you just said. It's exactly my thoughts.
And that's right. Yeah. She said the majority wouldn't even give a fuck. They'd come up with excuses to justify their actions.
They always do. They don't care. Captain Napton said, I'm sure they would come up with every excuse in the book and get support while doing it. Oh, you know it. Hey, Kimberly.
Yeah, see, and I just hey bombshell. Yeah, I was so pissed. Like
I'm
I'm
glad that you came live. I shared you out of my community. I put you all over my Discord so everybody would be able to find you. Because when I saw you go live, I was like, damn, I bet you she knows what's going on. So,
oh yeah, I was so pissed. I immediately messaged her. I mean, I'm not even gonna bullshit. I messaged her straight from the jump, and I even asked her. I was like, I'm gonna say so. I'm speaking on this. Like, is it okay? She just said, do what you got to do.
well, I'm
Because
glad
she
that you
knows
did.
I'm not keeping my mouth shut. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
Wow. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, well, it's
You did no, you did good. You did the right thing by coming live and calling her, reaching out, and then telling people what you found out. I mean, no one else is really getting any. Look at the message that Dolly sent to her after she said that she wanted to take her life. He wrote back, "No, don't do that." That's all he said. That's all he said. If
Yeah,
is that
no.
a normal reaction if someone texts you that? I would be picking up the phone and calling, right?
Yeah,
No,
totally.
don't do that. What the fuck?
Right. No, don't do that. That's like it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go have a ham sandwich today. No, don't do that. Like you think you'd be calling
Yeah.
and blowing her phone up. I would have. I mean, but I guess that's just me. I would have been blowing her damn phone up.
Well, people in the chat were
Calling
saying,
the police
call
department,
her.
calling family, somebody she knows. If she did, blowing her phone up. And of course, if she didn't answer, I'd be calling family, police department, trying to call more family, call the police department.
Mm-hmm.
When you call, they want you to stay on the line with them and tell them all the information. But I feel like
Well, you know
I'll
what?
tell you the information I know and then get off.
Did you notice when he called, the dispatch was like super short with him? Like they wanted to get off. They seemed a little panicked about it. It was like kind of weird. I don't know. The dispatch seemed like they really wanted to just get off the phone and go take care of shit. They were probably like, what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And they, of course, then they got to go from there and try to figure out where she's at, where she was. She,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. Is there's somebody that keeps saying she's running from the police, she's hiding from the police. No, she's not. She's not running and hiding from any police officers. That's a lie. They know where she's at. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing: when they call and you call Hawkins County, if she's not there, they have to, call the police department that she's at,
Yep.
then send them out.
That's why I was like, call TBI, because TBI is going to know immediately where she is and it's going to be way quicker. And he's sitting there letting Hawkins County ring. They go home at like 3 o'clock. I don't know what goes on in that town, but they're boot scooting it out at like 4 p.m. and they don't come back till tomorrow at 9.
See, and I hope this isn't true. Somebody said I heard that Doug told her he would
He
give her
did.
2,000 if she told him where Summer is first.
It's
Are
true.
you serious?
It's true. Yeah.
He said that tonight.
Yeah. $2,000 before she offed herself to tell him where Summer is. Mm-hmm. It's low down dirty around here. It's real bad.
Bitch, I'm in shock right now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's sick. I don't even know what the hell is happening in this community.
what the fuck?
There's no, it's like, do they not realize that? Listen, and I don't want to sound harsh when I say this. Uh, you think that if Candace did something to Summer, she's gonna take what's she gonna do with $2,000? She gonna put in the fucking coffin with her? Like, what are you offering? You're gonna offer a suicidal person $2,000. What are they gonna do with that? And you think you're gonna tell you where her daughter is? Like, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the thought alone that he would even say something like that is sick. Doug doesn't have any couth at all. None. Bombshell said the person I was on the phone with did speak to her and she said she didn't do it. Okay, Bomb, good. I think Queen Bee's muted.
I am. I'm sorry. What'd she say? I missed it. What'd she say?
No, you're good. I was telling them.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed that.
Bombshell said that she spoke to someone who called Candace and said that she didn't do it. So, is she in need of any kind of mental health care? Like, did the person ask her, like, if she needs anything? Like, does she need to talk to a nurse or something? Maybe, like, go to the hospital? Do you know if that person asked her that?
Well, and you know that, I mean, it would make more sense. That would make more sense. I mean, but like I
Yeah.
said, I don't know because I don't know if that was her number or not. I have no idea. I can't. I mean, but listening to Benny, obviously she called him. So I mean, and then Ernie's show with the little poem she wrote him, I wouldn't doubt that Dolly's a liar. I don't know. I have no
Bomb
idea. I
says
mean,
she
they could
wasn't
all be
drunk.
playing games. I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bomb says she wasn't drunk or suicidal. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad.
well, yeah, if that's
So
the case, yeah, that's really good then.
is
Oh,
someone
no, it was a spoof number. Well, yeah, and that would make more sense because, like I said, her mom said there was nothing wrong with her previous to this. So
it was a spoofed number? No, it wouldn't have rung like
how
that
would it
on
be a
Benny's
spoof
phone.
number though for all of them though? You know what I mean?
It wouldn't have said Candace. It wouldn't have said Candace. What did it say when it was calling his phone? Now I think it said Candace Wells, but it wouldn't have
Kathy,
said that if it was spoofed. It wouldn't have been able to come through that way.
is this you, Cap?
Yes, it is.
Just wanted to double check. Yeah, so I don't know how it would be a
Hey,
spoof
Captain.
number if it was.
Hey, Tiffany.
I,
I just want to say this, okay? Like, I feel like a lot of these creators, for one thing, they try to gatekeep this case and they don't really care for other creators covering it. Some of them do. Or when somebody gets what's potentially breaking news, which is usually somebody's speculation, twisted bullshit, they get super salty. You know what I mean? Or super mad. And if there's a couple of them, and then they also try to do the most shocking shit, which is typical of YouTube creators, but in the true crime community, you're like dealing with people's tragedy and shit and very serious things, and this kind of falls into it too. You know what I mean? It's just really fucking gross, dude. Like, and people, and if God forbid something horrible did happen ever, they would totally be supported in their bullshit excuses. It's like there's a lot of people that form these relationships with some creators, and I get it, like they're your favorite creator and stuff like that, but I also see a lot of circle jerking and yes mamming, and it's just I don't know. I don't want support like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. Shit gets gross and grimy real quick around these parts. It's really sad. Really sad. I can't believe Doug said that to her. That's fucking gross.
yeah, I was just gonna say the shit Doug said. I can't even believe that. I had my mouth on the floor. Like, what the hell? And Bomb's here. You want to come up here and Bomb come up here and explain it because I don't know what you're talking about with the numbers, with the spoof, with the how. I just don't know how they would spoof all three.
That she didn't text Daily, call Benny, and didn't send Ernie a poem.
So,
Did she send them her screenshots of her phone? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to verify any of that,
but it's really, I mean, it's odd because can you see those three working together? Like,
Yeah, I can because they're all going to Tennessee and they want to fly that drone and shit. So, right? Aren't they doing that together?
oh,
Or
you know what?
no?
I didn't know. I guess I did hear that. I did hear that. Well, I did hear that Dolly and
I don't
BK
know if
would
it's a
go down
joke
there
or.
together. I don't know about Ernie Shell though. Would he be involved? I
I
don't think
think
he'd be
Ernie
involved.
wants
Would
to
he?
fly a helicopter over the pond with a banner or something. I don't know what the hell he said he
Oh
wanted to
my
do.
god.
I can't,
I
I
can't,
can't,
dude. I
can't take this shit. It's fucking
I
crazy.
cannot with
Oh my
him.
god.
It's not-
He's gonna outdo them drones, huh? What the fuck?
Flying in with a
Oh,
chopper.
Jesus Christ. I can't.
So she's saying she didn't. I know what Bomb's trying to say. I just don't know how. I mean, it's all hearsay, so you don't really know exactly what's going on. Either way, I don't know if I'm so sure about a number being spoofed, but I mean, sure, it's possible. Chronicles of the Shady says I could call any of you and spoof the number. If you have it saved, it will say the name saved. See, I didn't think it would. Okay. Well, I've never done it before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never spoofed a number, so I guess I don't really know how it works. But
I mean, I'm
can...
sure I could find an app to do it to like test it out and see, but I mean, it don't matter that much to me, but okay.
Yeah, I know it can be done. I don't know how to do it. I've heard of it being done,
I think
like
you
in the
have to pay for
DC,
an app. Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, it's like it's a good app, pretty sure.
You up here, Bomb?
Yes,
Mommy.
Okay, just wanted to make sure it was you first before I put the screen. You know.
yes. Hey,
Hey, Mom.
hey, Captain.
Hey, Bum.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know
Good.
Cappy, don't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
I was up here like, you know
Thank you,
Cappy?
DC, baby.
You know Cappy.
yeah. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, I've been over here in these grimy parts.
That's okay. This
Send
is
help.
it's less grimy. It's less grimy over here.
I don't know about that, girl. I think that the shit
I
going on
think
over
this
here makes the
beats it.
DC look like child's play, like the OG
Well,
does.
that's what I
DC. I
said
don't
the
know.
other night. I said, for God's sake, some of these women make them look like Pollyanna over there.
It's
Right.
worse over here.
Yeah,
It is.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like it's crazy. It truly is.
It's
Honestly.
psychotic.
It's
really
for
crazy.
fuck's sake, man. I don't know. I'm like being pulled in both directions. They're both grimy as fuck. But excuse my language. I didn't mean to cuss like that. So okay,
Oh, we cut.
someone messaged me on Instagram tonight, right? And they wanted to speak to me from Tennessee. And I'm not gonna say who the person's name is because they asked me not to, and I'm not gonna do that. And so we were talking about something totally different. But anyway, I saw where someone was freaking out about Benny or Dolly going live about Candace texting him and saying that she wanted to end her life, I guess. I don't know how y'all say that over here. I say suicide. Some people say unalive. I don't want to. I
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna say I usually
disrespect
say on the live
anybody.
just because I don't know. You know what I
Okay,
mean? I
I
don't
don't want
care.
to
It's not
disrespect
monetized. I'm not
anyone.
like.
Right, right.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
want to
gonna say I don't
disrespect
care what
anyone.
you say. If it whatever you can cuss all that, girl. It's all fine.
Okay, I just didn't want to disrespect anyone. But so the person knows her personally and knows the person that she's with personally. And so she texted the lady, and the lady messaged her back and said that Candace was fine and that she wasn't contemplating suicide and that nothing was going on and that Benny was blowing her phone up and she wouldn't answer him. She wouldn't answer the phone for him. And she didn't send Ernie a poem that said she was ending her life or whatnot. And she didn't text Dolly either. And that's all I know. And that for me to please go live and just say that she's fine. There's nothing wrong with her. And that's all I did.
That's what her mom said. Her mom said she was fine earlier. There was nothing wrong with her.
Yeah,
So
there's
Wow.
absolutely nothing wrong with her.
that's exactly what her mom said. I'm not bullshit. Like that is what her mother said too. She said last time I talked to her, she was fine.
Yeah, and this is what this person said. So, and they didn't. They asked me to go live after they spoke with them. They said, "Please, okay, Bomb, go live and tell and say this." So I did, and that's all I did. Like, I mean, I did not speak to her personally. I don't know the lady, so I didn't speak to her. I can't say that I spoke to her personally, but I do know that this person's not lying. And I can show the text. It's no problem. I'm not going to show her telephone number. I can show the first 6 numbers she said, but not the whole phone number. But I can't do it on. I have to take screenshots, and I can't do it while I'm on my phone. on StreamYards. But I mean, I have no problem.
I would definitely do that just so that you have your receipts out there. You
I
know what I
always have
mean?
receipts,
Yeah.
Tiffany. I always
Yeah.
have
I
receipts.
know you do. You know what to do with it. Yeah. I would. That way everybody can give the people their receipts
And
because dealing with a bunch of
if
shady.
that was okay if I did
Well,
so.
see, I was just gonna say that would be the best thing to have the receipts, because then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We'll
I
be
have
able
the
to.
receipts. Yeah, I have the receipts, and I because people know that I'm a receipt channel anyway, so I'm always going to have the receipts. I have no reason to lie about it anyway, but and I would never do that either. So but
Well, no,
especially
and see,
because
I have the messages from her mom too, so it's not like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I have those as well, so it's not like
and
I
that's the
don't.
exact same thing that this person said, that she said that she was fine, and that she wasn't, she none of this. I mean, like she said that Benny was actually trying to blow her phone up, and that she wouldn't answer Benny's phone calls or whatever. So, you know, look, at the end of the day, Dolly and Benny are flying drones. Um, Ernie's gonna fly a helicopter. So, you know,
Bomb, go check the private.
I don't
Bomb,
know.
go check the private chat.
I just find it hard to believe. But you know, like I said, like I'm not there with her.
Right.
I don't know anything. And the
See,
reason why
I
this
was so
person
pissed. I'm like,
messaged
if she's
me to
so pissed, this
begin
is a
with
fucking
is,
game. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
well, I think that's what it all boils down to, really. But I can't prove that. You know, like I said, I mean, I can't. I can only go by what I was told. And of course, you know, I had the conversation, and it's not a problem for me to take the screenshots of it and put it up. It's or go live about it, whatever. I mean, I don't have a problem doing that. I have no reason to lie about any of it. To be honest with you, I don't have a dog in that fight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Check. Can you check private chat?
Yes,
I just don't want to say anything yet until
I think
you know what I mean.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. And see, I didn't want to say it out
But
loud, but
this
yeah,
person was
same.
talking.
That's the same.
But this person was talking to that person.
Right. Right. That's okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't no bullshit either. You know what I mean? But I got
No, it
similar
wasn't.
messages
It
too.
wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say, because I started investigating right away. I was fucking pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. And I said, if this is fucking games, I mean, I even messaged like her friends, everybody, anybody I knew to get a hold of her. I was like, somebody, anybody, answer.
Yeah, this person did message that person right. I mean, the same thing the minute I said it.
Oh, we all did. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we all did. We all
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah.
See, and that's why I said I didn't even want to message her mom. I really didn't, but I panicked, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know if it was a fucking game. I didn't know if it was real. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I think that that's pretty shitty, you know. But I also find it odd, and this is that you're gonna call Molly. I don't know.
I
Somebody
talked to
said
her.
that Dolly, like, I don't know. I didn't see the beginning of his live. I don't know, but they said that he wasn't going to read the text until he got 1,000 likes.
Yeah, that's what somebody in
Yeah.
here just said. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly
and
what he said.
like several people did say that. So
It's true.
I think that's true. Probably. I don't think
It's true. I heard it with my own
Okay,
ears.
Tiffany. See, like I said, I didn't hear the beginning.
Yeah,
of
I
his live.
was in there. I went, that's where I went first. And I never go to Dolly's for anything. And it took him like 10 minutes to even call Hawkins County, and they were closed.
Okay,
and
so
I'm
let me ask you
damn.
about that. Did he call Molly Go Lightly first
He did call Molly first, yeah.
before he called any type of law enforcement?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, that's what I was. So I was like, "Are you serious? Why would you not call the police if you got a message like that and you thought she was really, you know, in danger or whatever?" And
Even if you like or dislike her, that's still someone's life, right?
right.
And you don't play with things like that because you don't know.
Yeah, I was crawling out of my skin,
Even if she
actually.
was just bullshitting to get attention, let's just say that, it still doesn't matter. You don't take something like that lightly, you know, because you never know. You just never know.
Well, no, you would, and you don't come on alive and say, "What do I do? Who do I call? What do I do? Who
You're
do
a
I call?"
grown man. You're fully aware of who you need to call. And before
Right.
anybody says that you have to call the non-emergency number, that's not true. Because when someone was threatening my life from YouTube and literally writing by my house and taking pictures and posting them, I called not my 911 and they called their 911.
Well, and I thought that was super fucking sketch too. That he's like, I'm not going to call the emergency number. I'm not going to call.
Why is that not an
Shit.
emergency? She could be dead by then. You just never know what people are thinking, you know?
Well, the non-emergency line is the sheriff's office, and they close at 4. So
So they're not even open. Yeah.
But
They're
there
just
no,
is a
calling
dispatch
because,
number that you can call for any law enforcement. That's not a
yeah, but
non-administrative
that's
line.
not. He didn't even know the number to
well, no,
help
Yeah,
but
his
I'm saying
county.
if this
Tiffany. I'm
was
not taking up
real.
for anyone. I'm just saying that that's the only
Oh
way that I
no, I
could
know
do
you're
it.
not.
Yeah,
He
I'm not
didn't
taking up
even
for anyone that
know.
would play games like that. But as far as spoofing goes, the only
Yeah,
thing that I know about that is that you can get an app that you can actually put a name and a number in. It can be anybody you want it to be, with any number you want it to be.
See, that's crazy as hell.
And I can show that on my live too, how you do it. And the only reason I know that is because people do it all the time for like healthcare and all that kind of stuff. Like they'll spoof. I've had my own number spoofed to me with my name.
hmm.
I swear to God, true story. And I was like, how am I calling myself?
So I wonder if if it came in as like a call or if it came in under like a Facebook call or a
It
text message.
came
You know
through
what I
as
mean?
a. You could hear it. It was going off. I think it was an actual call.
So it would have been on this call log. So, okay,
Look,
yeah.
this is what
I
you
was
can
going to
do
say
is
there's,
that
and you have
it's
receipts
connected to
too.
your phone. The app is connected to your phone. So what you do is you go through the app, right? You dial the number that you want to dial, and then you put in a phone number and a name, and it dials the number that you want to call under what you just put in the app. I'll show you how to do it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds crazy as hell. And
It is crazy,
it's
but it can be done. It's done all the time.
to message all 4 of them, you know what I mean? Or whatever, all 3 of them, I guess, would be,
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
all two of them have been pretty chummy lately. So I mean, you just don't put it past
Right.
anybody. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not saying, I'm not saying they're lying because I don't want a million people all over me. So I'm not going to call anybody a liar. I just find it hard to believe, but it's whatever.
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. Like it's somebody's got to be playing games somewhere, but either
Somebody's
way,
playing
it's sick
games
as hell.
somewhere, right? But as far as I know, it wasn't her. So, I mean, as far as that person said that it wasn't her. So,
Yeah, and like I said, with that, and I don't know about these messages. All I can say is that her mom said out of her mouth that she was fine earlier when she spoke with her.
yeah. So,
You know what I
and
mean?
that's the exact same wording that was used for me as well. So, that's all. That's all I was asked to do is just to go live and say that she was fine. That's literally all I did.
Oh, I didn't.
I was just going to say, if you're going to go live, I'll drop your channel link so
No,
people
I
can go over
already
there.
went live right after the person asked me to go live and just say it. I
Oh,
wasn't on there long, and then people were
shit.
coming in yelling at me and all that because I did put Benny in my title. Say, Benny, you're a lying motherfucker. But I didn't. I probably should have said that because that was shitty. So I said I would change the title, but and I will. But like I didn't know about Dolly's live. Like he had 2,000 people over there. So
Yeah.
you
Oh
know
yeah, and that's another thing too. You got 2,000 people in your chat,
that's just
and you're sitting here talking about,
irresponsibility.
let me
That's
get 1,000 likes and I'll
irresponsibility.
read the text messages. That would be like me making content out of grandma and saying, I've got messages with her since September. 1,000 likes right now, and I'll read them all off.
Yeah,
That's
that's just
fucking
play.
sick.
That's honestly playing with people's emotions, and that's sad.
Yes, yes.
I mean, really, like, look, people are already emotional about this, as as well as they should be. But at the end of the day, why play with people
Well,
like
let's
that?
say she did take her life. Okay, what do you look like messaging, sitting there reading her messages out? And when her kids get old enough to watch this, they're gonna say, "Damn, he disrespected
begging
the
for
shit out of my
likes while
mom and
doing
read
it.
out her text messages
Yeah,
while she,
yeah.
hurt
And see,
herself."
I didn't know anything about the likes thing until somebody came in my chat and said, "Well, Dolly said he's not going to read any of it until he got 1,000 likes." He said he had 450 likes, and if they didn't get up to 1,000, then he wasn't going to read the text. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! I mean, first
See, I
of
That's
used
all,
to
pretty
why are
think
you
he was
even on a
funny
nasty.
as
live
hell. But
stream right now? Why are you not talking to law enforcement? And he did
right.
all this on a live stream. I mean, that's playing with somebody's life and that's playing with other people's emotions. And it's just not cool no matter what. There's nothing that you can say that's going to make that right. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, and then he went back on there and said, "Well, I'm not saying she killed. I'm not saying she killed her. I don't think she killed her. I think it was just an accident."
I
Like,
mean, what?
damn.
I mean, like, look, but at the end of the day, why? I don't know. I just think he was wrong, I think a lot of people really realize that that was pretty fucked up. No matter what you do, no matter which way you spin it, you're
Right.
playing with people's emotions for likes, literally for likes. I mean, why would you ever say, if I don't get 1,000 likes, I'm not going to read the message? Like, why? Okay, so why come live to begin with? And better yet, you're a grown man. You know exactly what to
Well,
do if
he said
someone's.
something about rage quit too. Something about hold on. Ern said he's got COVID, so he can't go to work. Got to make up that lost income somewhere. Well, see, I didn't even know he was sick. I didn't even know all that.
Yeah, I knew that he had. I forgotten that he had COVID. I'd forgotten that. I don't like I didn't know all that until somebody came in my chat and said and told me that too. So I don't. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Okay, I'm just simply saying that you're a grown man, and if someone is texting you saying that they want to end their life, you don't call Molly Go Lightly. You do the right thing.
And you don't say I need 1,000 likes to read their messages off, because
Right. I mean,
what
why
if
even
they
read their
did? What if
messages off to
what if she
begin
did
with?
take her life? What if
Why
she
read
what
their messages off to begin? Why go live about it to begin with? I mean, wouldn't you be, for me as a human being, I would be worried about another human being's state of mind. I wouldn't be worried about what my live stream thinks. I'm sorry. I find it fucked up. That's just fucked up. I just
Yeah,
don't even,
I
I'm
don't
just not going
understand
to
why you
do
would
that.
call her.
I don't need likes or views that bad to do something like that. That's just shitty no matter which way you try to spin it.
Oh hell yeah.
He didn't say that 1,000 likes. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
here I was thinking she was the one playing games, and I'm all, how the fuck can you play games at a time like this? And I thought, you know what I mean? Maybe she was. And then I said, maybe she was going to take her life. Look, they just found those human remains. People are cruel. I know she's gotten messages. I know Candy gets messages. People, you know what I'm saying? And then for Doug to turn around and say, I'm going to give her $2,000, but tell me where Summer is before you off yourself. That is some sick shit.
Terrible. Yeah, it's
So the
terrible.
story
Hmm.
person said that he didn't say that 1,000 likes. That's ridiculous. I don't know. I wasn't there in the beginning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
I didn't
I
hear
can't even see
you
that
get the message.
person.
But you said
And
you
don't
heard it.
feel bad. Hey, Queen, don't feel bad for like getting on here and like
Hell
being
no.
like, Candace, like if you're
No,
fucking
because I
around,
was
that's
pissed.
fucked up.
I was super
Because she's
upset.
done
My
pranks
stomach was
before.
in knots.
Because
Yeah,
she's
I mean
pulled
she's
shit
done
before,
pranks before. I mean I get that, but still, okay. So she's done pranks before, but there's no excuse for not calling law enforcement to begin with. I mean,
Oh
there's just
yeah, no. That's not what
you
I'm
know.
saying. I'm just telling Queen, like, don't feel bad for kind of barking at her a little
Oh
bit
no,
because
no,
Well,
she's
see,
done it
because I was friends.
before.
Okay, so I don't know if Bomb knows this or not, but I've been friends with her mom.
For since the end of September.
no, I didn't know.
So yeah, I've talked to her for, like I said, this September will be a year that I've, you know what I'm saying, that I've been talking
Okay.
to her, whatever, been friends with her.
Uh huh.
So when Candace got upset about it, I kind of backed off. I didn't want to cause any issues or any rifts or anything else between them
Yeah.
when there's already been enough between them as it is. So I said, look, I'll back off. I don't want to make anything worse or upset her in any other way. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't want to make anything worse or anything like that between the two of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So I
do.
said if it bothers her, because she did have a lot of people snaking her. They did. I mean, there was people using fake names. There was people, you know what I'm saying, like trying to get stories out of them. You
Yeah.
see V
Yeah,
with her bullshit story. You
I
see
understand
Jessica with
that.
her lies. I mean, there's been people who have fucked with them nonstop.
I understand that.
So I told her, I said, if it's going to cause issues, I have no qualms with backing off and chilling out. Just reach out to me whenever you want to. I'm always here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I backed off a little bit. And so we chat here and there. I check on her every once in a while, make sure she's all right. And that's that. Well, tonight I called her. I called her like 3 or 4 times until I got a hold of her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did the right thing. I mean, but you went the right avenue. Like I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just wasn't. I already knew Hawkins County Police Department was being blown up. I tried to reach out to her friends. I tried to reach out to a specific friend, messaged her a couple of times. I even tried to call her phone.
yeah,
Um,
same.
just to let them know, like, hey, I don't know if can you please check on her? I don't know where, I don't know where she is. I don't know who she's with. I don't want to know, but I want her to be safe wherever she's at, whoever she's with. I want her to be safe.
Yeah, I don't wish that for anyone, and it's such a bad place to be anyway mentally, and I
Right.
just it is, and I'm sure that there is a lot of depression there, so it's not like overreaching either, so I don't know. I think it's just a bad situation for all involved.
And it's not that I don't like Candace, because I do. I really do like her. But I have a really hard time supporting her and standing behind her, because I did, and I can't respect the fact that she, hasn't been fighting for her boys, that she hasn't been doing things she should be taken care of. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? There's
Because
certain
at that
things
point,
that
it would
don't
be like
align with mine.
enabling it, you know?
Yeah,
Like
and
you don't want to
I would
enable
still help
that.
her. If she called me right now and said, I need help, I need this, I need that, I would still, I would still try to help her, because that's just what it is. But I can't support the shit she's doing. I
Right.
can't support that shit. It is what it is.
well, yeah, I agree.
Queen B.
Yeah.
So, Amber Morris said, I was just wondering if Candy had talked to Candace after it came out. I came in late trying to catch up.
I didn't even message her back afterwards. I talked to her about coming on, and I said, I'm so pissed off. And she said, I don't blame you. So that's it.
All right, I think she's behind in the stream. I'll read it to her in the chat.
I was pissed and telling Dolly to call Candace back. Now, see, I'm not even going to lie. I really did. At first, when she said no, she was fine before, I'm thinking, well, fuck, she's playing games then, because she's done this before. You know what I'm saying? With the different things, just different bullshit and jokes and pranks and whatever. And while it is funny to play jokes and shit on YouTubers and whatever, because they do fuck with them so much, I don't, you know what I'm saying? This shit right here is definitely not anything to joke about or prank or fuck around with at all,
No, and there you have to have some kind of tact about yourself when you go live with this type of information. You can't just
It's just
come live.
irresponsible. It's
Yeah,
just
it really
irresponsible.
is. And I've seen it happen a number of times with different, circumstances, but it actually puts a really heavy burden on the dispatch centers, the call centers, because a lot of
Yes.
people start calling, and it could actually end up in a devastating situation if, especially calling somewhere like Hawkins County, where
Right.
they don't really have a lot of help down there. And
Right.
Yeah, the
anywhere's
dirty shit as
dispatch
it
for that
is.
matter. You got 2,000 people watching, you guarantee 200 are calling.
Right.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
absolutely. If not more. I'm
Yeah.
sure their phones were blowing
At
off
And
the
the
I'm
hook.
just
least.
lowballing it. Like,
Right.
I'm completely lowballing it because I've seen 2,000 people in a chat calling the Humane Society and shit a couple weeks ago. So, like, this stuff
For
happens
what?
all the
Good
time.
grief. That's
For
a
the
lot of
dog,
people.
that got hit outside the Wells house, it was like in the road or something. I don't even
Oh,
want to talk
okay.
about that
Okay.
one because it was
Okay.
like a huge
Me either.
deal.
I'll cry. So no.
No, but you can't go live and do that because it causes mass hysteria.
Right.
Like that's a mass hysteria. That's what they call it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they call it. You're right.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
you know what? It's
Yeah.
sad that, okay, some of these creators depend on that mass hysteria because while they're making those
Yeah,
calls
I
and
know.
everything's going haywire, the super chats, the PayPals, the
Mhm.
Cash Apps are flowing, and the creator is being patted on the back for being such a good person. It's
Yeah, every
fucking
time.
ridiculous.
But it's like, what could be happening in the meantime because you want an audience? So basically, I would just
Right.
call it like I see it. Dolly wanted an audience, and
Yes.
he wanted to, because if he didn't, he would have taken care of it beforehand. He would have been,
I agree.
a decent person about it. Because
Okay.
if you really, all right, if you really think about it, so say one of you hit me up, or anybody hits me up and says that they feel, they want to end their life. You think I'm going to just press live on my StreamYard and just ask people what I should do? Are you kidding me?
Right.
That is so fucked up. Just the situation alone and the sensitivity of the whole matter itself is not something that you put out there to exploit. Do you know what I'm saying? But to lead the community in that direction over and over and over again, it's like you're almost trauma bonding with a bunch of these people as a creator. You know what I mean? Like the things that you see happen here are like very emotionally draining for some people. And a lot of people get pulled in their heartstrings, right? And they believe it because they don't want to be a bad person or whatever. It's a terrible mix, but I think everybody can see what's going on. So is
Well,
what it is.
I'll be honest with you. I think that pissed off a lot of people tonight.
Oh, absolutely. To watch that's like, okay, that's like watching somebody beat the shit out of someone in the middle of the street, like to a bloody pulp, and getting your phone out, going
Oh, but
live
first record it.
and
First, you
asking, yeah,
record all of it,
yeah,
and then call the police after he's laying there damn near beat to death, half dead, and
exactly.
then you want to report
No,
it and
these
say,
people just walk away. They don't even call. Like, people don't care, especially like in cities and shit. People just walk away.
It's
So
satisfying.
that's the way people are. They really show their true colors on here. It's crazy. And I'm not saying that, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Dolly's that type of person, but that's what I felt like I was watching while he was sitting there for 10 minutes asking what we thought he should do.
He's a grown man. He knew exactly what to do.
well, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. I mean, he knows damn well. Okay, so for instance, here, let's flip flop this. What if it was his daughter missing? Would you want me on here saying, his wife said this, this, and this? What do I do? What do I
If
do,
my
y'all?
daughter was missing, I wouldn't be on YouTube.
Yeah, no, not at all.
You would have never seen me on YouTube one time. I'm sorry.
And then, yeah, Moon, I did think that too. I said, why would Earn and BK work together? It wasn't fitting. It didn't make sense. I said, and she said, I understand that. And ain't a fan of the three creators, okay, that claim this, she said creatures. But I do believe it was her still. She plays games way too much. I don't see why E and BK would ever work together.
Mm.
Because he's on that block equals block, or block means
Because
block.
you don't really know if they hate each other or not, or if they didn't know each other to begin with or not. You don't know that.
Well, I won't get into it here, but I don't know.
That's just my opinion.
Who knows? Who knows what? I don't know. But it's a bunch of shady shit going on. I don't know.
Hold on. Okay, Allie Joe said here, I just went and watched Dolly's live, and everything people have said in here tonight is 100% true. He said he wouldn't read the text messages from Candace until he got 1,000 likes. That's sick.
I would never lie. I would never lie on a panel.
That's a lie that can be easily disproved. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, you can bet that shit's gonna be. That's the kind of stuff everybody needs to see. Not all this bullshit floating around all the time.
Really, that's what pissed a lot of people off is when he said that. I think when people really realize that's fucked up. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's playing with people's emotions, and that's look, like watching all this go down, Tiffany, has really like made me change the way that I do things on my channel. Like I'm not going to be an irresponsible fuck ass.
Oh God, Mom, I know. Trust me.
Like I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I refuse to do it anymore, ever again. If I was ever irresponsible, I damn sure will never be irresponsible about shit again because I feel so bad for that little girl.
Me too, every day.
But any missing child that's been used, I don't know. It's just made me see things a lot differently.
Yeah, where's Summer?
No, I know what you mean.
No?
I know what you mean.
All these people are playing games. Whoever's playing games are all playing games for their own reasons. But where's Summer? She's so lost in all of this. It's the saddest thing I've ever. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Didn't say her name at all.
What'd you say?
I've just learned a lot in the last few weeks. That's all.
Yeah, I know, Bob. Queen Bee, you feeling better than you were when you came up?
Yes, because I was hot. I can't even believe this shit right now.
But I can understand why you were so. Who wouldn't be?
Yeah,
angry,
of course.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's an emotional thing anyway. But the fact that
and when I reach out to her, she's like, "No, she's fine." I'm like, "There ain't no fucking way she's playing these kind of games. There's no fucking way. Not right now. 2 weeks before her baby's 1 year thing, when they found these human remains 20 miles away, there's no way she's doing this right now."
But that's what makes it so much more of a a dramatized
the human
thing.
Remains, they weren't Summers, right?
No.
They haven't been confirmed to be anybody's yet.
Okay,
They
okay,
were sent to the lab and whatnot, but
okay.
that's what makes this so, such a great big deal, because then you've got all the people in the chat who are saying stuff like that, like, oh yeah, the remains, and oh, this and that, you know what I mean? Well, they just said this, or so they're starting to put together why she might be. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's all that and more.
Gosh, I hope. Were they a small child?
They didn't say. They just
Okay.
said skeletal. They gave very limited.
They were very
They said
vague.
they were very vague. You noticed that too?
I
So
did, and I was like, they didn't say if it was a male or a female. They didn't say if it was an adult or a child. They did. They just
they
all
said
they said was they found
skeletal.
skeletal remains. That's it.
Skeletal
That
remains. So I
makes
looked it up, and
that makes me a little sick to my stomach.
I looked it up, and it's
Here,
like
boom.
a
This is
Home
the news thing right
Depot.
here. This is all I have right here.
You got it?
It's right near 101 Industrial Drive around 9:50 a.m. today. Sent to the lab. Cause of death unknown. Here's this little part. This is just human remains discovered in Bristol, Tennessee.
It's like a Home
It's
Depot factory that I looked it up earlier this morning, and it's like a factory for Home Depot, or like a complex of Home Depot
How far
offices.
away? How far away is Bristol?
So here's
Like
the
an
map. It
hour.
says Bristol, Tennessee to Kingsport, Tennessee is 34 minutes, 22.5 miles.
But from Ben Hill, it's like 50 minutes.
Right. So if you go if you do it from Ben Hill, yep.
Okay. Well, that could be anything.
It could be anything. Absolutely. I agree with you.
I don't know if I would have been them if I would have put anything out until I was sure of it. I don't know.
I honestly think, though, with the TBI and the FBI involved, even if they did find remains and they even thought for a second they were hers, I don't think that shit would ever hit the news. I don't think they would say a word.
Not until they can confirm it.
No, and I think that all the surrounding counties know, like, they know what's up. They were involved in the searching
I think
and
they would say
everything.
human remains were found, but they wouldn't say one way or the other. Just like that, they'd be very vague, and they are being vague. But nobody can speculate until they know.
No.
So
Yeah, no.
don't drive yourself crazy about that.
Oh, yeah. We've gone through how many bodies have been found since she's been missing out there. Like, so many bodies have been found. Like, we go through this every couple of weeks with bodies.
And see, people keep saying that JLR confirmed that it was a male. So how would he be the only one that confirmed it was a male?
No, because that is the body that they found earlier in the month, I thought. I thought that there was a correction on that. Or does anybody in chat know? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't listen to him.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not a credible.
Those are different.
Reliable source.
They're different remains, yeah.
They just found those today, correct?
Yes, this morning.
Okay.
So here, the emergency me says the remains of the man were from the body at the beginning of the month. From the beginning of
the beginning of May, right?
Yeah, it was the very beginning of May.
We're at the end of May.
Right, and the body was just found this morning. But because JLR went live with what he did, people assumed that.
Oh, okay. I see.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's the remains that were identified. Well, I think they said a male. It was a male. So they didn't say they didn't release a name or anything like that. It was just strictly that it was a male, but that was from the beginning of the month. The one found this morning, no one's going to hear about that for a couple days, probably like 3-4 days.
People blow my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, I mean, I don't think the TBI or the FBI, whoever, are going to be irresponsible.
Nope.
With going out and saying, yes, these are this, that, you know what I mean? They just.
No, and they don't use the scanner when, like, shit happens up on the hill and stuff. They use phones, so they go off the radio now too. So like they've been doing that for a really long time, ever since the beginning, because you'd have like 1,000 people sit and listening to the scanner,
I'm sorry, my dog just tore apart an antique
Well, yeah, because he had the scanner on too.
Grandmother's quilt, you demon.
He could have gotten confused. Yeah, I mean, we're all human.
Okay.
Yeah, and here it says even if the email was real, the lab has not confirmed anything about the remains, so the
No.
information is still no good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All this just makes me want to do better. You know, I just want to do better.
It does make you want to do better. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree with you.
Too many emotions are at play with people, and I don't know. I just want to be a different YouTuber. I guess it's just made me want to be a different YouTuber. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Does that
I think
dumb?
no, I think you're already making changes. You don't even know you are, just from like what I've seen since you've been back going live a couple times. Like I can tell a huge difference in the way just me watching myself, but it does especially when you're dealing with like emotionally taxing things like this, it does make you want to be better. You want to be like these people. I never want to be like them. I would hate myself.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But you know, people as people should want to be better. Should want to do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I lost a lot of respect because let's just say that, me and when me and Candy stopped speaking, when I said, whatever, if I came on here and played her voice clips or recordings or recorded her calls or played text messages, I lost all respect when I seen that shit.
Lost respect when you saw what, honey?
When they were showing, that'd be like the same when they were showing text messages, recorded calls and shit like that.
Yeah, you
As
know,
soon as
here's
they
the
fall
thing
out,
about
every
that.
time somebody falls out, every single time somebody falls out with Candace or Candy, they want to go.
I don't think using her emotions or using a facade with them to get information out of anybody is an honest thing to do, and I just don't like that a bit. Like I don't know what happened to Summer, okay? And nobody else does either, and that's my problem with people, like the speculation and the innuendo and the propaganda. I mean, look what it's done to this case. I mean, this case is a shit show, and that's just how I feel. So I'm not gonna add to the shit show. Lord Jesus, I'm a train wreck anyway.
Oh, Queen Bee booted herself. I gotta go blow my hair out. It's still wet. It's 1:30 in the morning. Oh my god. I'll wait for her to come back before I
Blow
get
your
off
hair
again.
out.
Yeah, my hair's wet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I don't like to go to bed with a wet head. Queen Bee, good night, hon. I'm gonna go. Thanks for letting me up.
No, good night. Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
I was so hot earlier. I'm not even joking.
I know you were. I was too, a little bit. I mean, I was a little bit earlier than when you went live. I was pretty pissed, but
And thank you for letting me come up. I just and because I wanted to make sure that I said the right thing, because I didn't want anybody to take what I was
girl,
saying.
you're fine. Look, even if we disagree, I'm not going to jump down your throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
All
I
right,
know.
good night,
I didn't
Mom.
want people to think I was trying to grandstand or anything. I'm not, and I'll go live and put out the stuff. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Well, yeah, no problem. I didn't know you were live before. I was going to drop your channel link.
Yeah, I went live. I went live like right when I was on the phone, and I saw everything that was all the pandemonium, and I just went live
it was
trying
crazy,
to say,
wasn't it?
y'all need to chill out. She's fine. She's and the person that I was talking to asked me to just go ahead and go live, but I mean, like, my channel's not big, so I mean, nobody listens to me anyway. But like, he had 2,000 people, and I told him, like, I asked him if I could just call him, but I didn't. And I sent him a message on Facebook to tell him, like, she's fine. And that's all I said, like, he hasn't even looked at the message the last time I saw. So I don't know. I just think it's crazy. 2,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of people. And I mean, of course, how many, I mean, you got to think 200 to 300 people were probably calling Hawkins County, TBI. I mean, their phones probably started blowing up.
I would think so. Yeah. I would think that they were, and I bet that they were just aggravated. And, because, who's to say she's even in that county? So, they, I don't know. I don't know. So, you know, I'm not going to
Chronicles
say.
of Shady said, "Hey y'all, I am making my video, but I just wanted to point out that Dolly was streaming from both his channels and Facebook. That's probably what brought in all the people then."
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I was like, God dang. Like
Hold
2,000
on.
people.
Who's Christola S? Christola S is trying to get up here. I don't know who that is. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anybody named Crystal.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Christola S. I don't know who it is, and I don't want to get porn bombed. So
I've never heard of I don't know. I don't know a lot of people. So
yeah, I was gonna say I ain't seen that name around. I don't know who it is. So
is it that Crystal's prime time or something?
no, it just says Christola S.
Oh, it's
Christola.
Cristola. It's
Oh,
just
it's
no
a real
plural.
person. No, it's a real person. No, there's somebody there. Okay, she just hold on. You can take your face off if you want. Here, I'm gonna pop this thing up real quick. But I didn't want to put you on here. And hello, can you hear me?
Hey, hey, I just noticed that I'm still blocked
In my chat?
because yeah,
Oh shit.
I was talking to that girl and I was sitting here talking to y'all and nobody was answering me back and I was like, that girl, am I blocked? She's like, I don't see you. I said, I think it's back whenever I was talking crap about Kay.
Oh, it probably was. It probably was.
I was like, I'm sitting here talking to nobody.
Shit, I'll try to go in here and find you. It'll probably take me a few minutes if you have like a sock account or another account or something.
No, this is
Just
my
stay up
straight up
here and give me
account.
a second. Oh, okay. Okay, so she said Chris Dola was from the ML case. Is that where you're from the ML case?
Yes, yes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, because yeah, you used to mod for Will.
No, I don't think I ever modded for Will.
Oh, okay. She
No.
said Happy Nappy said yeah because you used to be a mod for Will, so she thought that's why. She said you're a creator though, so you got your own channel then.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna take
Yeah,
this.
but I don't talk about anything like this or anything. It's been, you know, probably a couple of years since I've been on your channel.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say I haven't seen you over here for a long time. Well, it's probably because you've been blocked. That's probably why I haven't seen you. Yeah.
yes, exactly. I was like
Yeah,
that
see, and I
girl.
didn't get along with Will because he came up here and was like love bombing the shit out of all of us. And then he went back over there and blocked us all and was being a whole dog. He said,
Well,
then he
yeah,
started
that's
saying,
how he is. I do not speak to him. I do not speak of
"Oh,
him.
okay, you mod for Nana's Angels, right? Is that okay?" So they're
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And see, I like her. She was live today. I felt really bad when I seen that the humans remains things too. She was talking about it. I was like, oh geez.
Yeah, that's what reminded me about you. And I was like, I know that I'm modded to that girl. I was like, I know that I am. And then you popped up uh with the dolly thing. And I was sitting there trying to talk to y'all. And I was like, would I see myself if I'm blocked? Wouldn't it get immediately? And that girl's like, no, you would still see it, just nobody else will. I was like,
Yeah, because I was gonna say I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. And I was like, do you know who this is? Because I have no idea. I thought it was maybe one of Bomb's friends or somebody maybe from Tiffany's community or something. I was like, do you guys know who this is? I don't want to get porn bombed. Not tonight. I'm not feeling it. I'm not messing with it tonight.
no,
So I was like,
no,
"Oh,
don't
God."
worry about that ever with me.
When we get off here, I will try to get on there. See, I'm on my phone right now, so it's kind of hard for me to get in there into like the studio to get in there to unblock it or go through all the names. I still have some in there that are old as hell, so I'm sure you're not. You know what I mean? It's probably just in there. I never did get your email either, Lindsay. I never did. I still hasn't came in. I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
Okay, I just wanted to because that girl said it'd probably be tomorrow before she could talk to you. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to hop up and, be like, well, shit, I didn't realize that
Okay,
I
thank
was
you for
still
coming up.
blocked.
I
All
appreciate you
right.
coming up. Thank you.
I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
All right, thank
Bye.
you. I'll definitely get in there and unblock her tonight. Yeah, see, I was just, oh man, I was so sick to my stomach earlier. I was so pissed because, again, you know, these games have been played before. So I'm sure there's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be proof that it's going to be dropped. I'm sure they're going to drop screenshots. People, I really wish we had screenshots from Candace to prove it, to put it to rest. That would be the best thing to do, is to put them on here right now. So when people go back and watch this, they can see them. But I don't talk to Candace. I don't know what's going on with her. I hope she's well wherever she is. I hope she's all right and that things are going okay for her. We ain't heard from her, so I thought she was doing good, you know, taking care of business, handling her business, doing whatever she needed to do. But yeah, I'm sure this won't be the last. This won't be the last of this. That's for sure. Oh, they have? They've already started dropping screenshots? Oh, gave you the okay, Lindsay, let me go check. Let me go look right now. Got it. Finally, I got it. You want me to pop it up here? See, the thing about Dolly's message was, I was trying to look at the top of it to see if it had where he was messaging her about the sign, because that's what he said. All right, here's the picture you sent, Lindsay. Oh, don't even bring that name up. We don't even want to go there. She said maybe Jessica did the spoofing. Lord, don't do that to us. Yeah, I was gonna say, where'd you get this picture from, girl? Ernie with his mall cop. He's See, some of the stuff you just have to laugh at. You know what I mean? Some of it is just funny as hell. But some of it like this is it's a little too much. Oh, you made it, girl. I am cracking up. Well, it's a good picture. You made a good one. Just for you, said Lindsay. That's great. Yeah, I don't know. If there's nobody else gonna come up and chat, then I'm gonna get off of here. I don't know. I know, NorCal, we need to have a whole live about Ernie and just cover all of it. The whole shit show shebang. But you know what? Crafting through the lies, she does a really good job covering it. I know Rap does a really good job covering it. I'm not sure who else covers it, but I know there's other people who do cover some of his bullshit, or they get clips. I just don't know the channels yet, but I know there's channels that have good clips on them. You're welcome, Cap. I was really, really upset. Really, really, really upset. Good night, y'all.